Grant with the ball. Outside, Jones. This is it to Terry. Screen by Jones. There's the triple. And it's Terry again missing.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
In the corner, it's Brewer. .122 left in the first half. Terry the pass to Grant. And Baines kicks to Brewer. There's the steal. Here's Prigioni. Kicks to Olynyk. The 15-footer, good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Screen by Jones. And here is Grant. 5 to shoot. They get it again.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Here's Prigioni. He's covered by Grant. Smith on the wing. Lets the three fly. Rebound San Antonio.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here.
Neal dishes to Prigioni. It could go, and that's not going to go. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Bulls lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Good game for Jamal Crawford. 10 points and a steal. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Jamal Crawford really making a difference here.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
We've got Olynyk. Pau Gasol is out there with Anthony Morrow. Then it's Lee, and it's Rose in at the 1 spot. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Duncan with the screen for Pierce. Duncan kicks to Hickson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. That evens the score. And that's now 8 points for Duncan.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Williams against Rose. Hickson passes to Crawford. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Rose with the ball. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Outside Williams. It's Crawford on the wing. Covered by Lee. With the shot. Rebound by Rose. And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the third fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
Hickson a screen. Duncan outside. And it's Pierce in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Wizards. To the paint. Here's Gasol. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you know what? Last season, Tim Duncan added another record to his growing resume. I mean, he passes Karl Malone as the all-time leader in double-doubles.
Bulls making a switch here. Bynum's checked in. With Duncan in the double-doubles record, it says so much about just how he has delivered on the floor, Clark, for so long.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, double-doubles didn't get recorded until fairly recently. Don't let that take away from what Duncan has accomplished. He's one of the all-time greats.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Courtney Lee. Well, no way to argue it. Tim Duncan, Clark, has been a winner his whole career. He's sharp mentally, and he's got the great tenacity on the floor. Only the greats have those qualities.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think media members still underestimate his will to win. You don't do what he's done without a real laser-focused approach.
Rose kicks to Lee. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Crawford with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Bynum with the block.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Over in the corner, Williams. Lets it go from the wing. Rejected by Gasol. Gasol against Williams. A 3 ball. They get it again. Now here's Crawford. 10 points for him. It's Pierce on the wing. Pierce with another miss.
You know, interesting, guys, to illustrate Duncan and how he just wins. I mean, Spurs went 8-10 in December of 2014. That marked only the third losing month ever for Tim Duncan.
That one goes. Count it. 11 points for Pau Gasol. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Crawford, no one around him. It's good from long range. Crawford's got 13.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Lee dishes to Gasol. 14 feet away. That's short off the rim. Spurs trail by 5. Outside Williams. Here's Pierce. Again, Pierce missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Bynum, the pass to Lee. He dishes it to Gasol. Fader on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Williams kicks to Duncan. Duncan drawing the double team. That's good. And now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this time for players rehydrated or hydrate time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Proper hydration up. Completely run out of gas on the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Gasol. Gary Neal comes in for Lee, and it's Napier in for Derrick Rose.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Spurs trail by 3.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Napier passes to Smith. The feed to Morrow. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Duncan with the screen for Williams. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Screen by Smith. It's stolen by Duncan. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And Brewer with the stuff. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of them.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Looking to end the drought. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Morrow's got his second basket of the night.
Bynum doing a nice job on that screen.
Spurs have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Williams dishes to Diaw. Williams kicks to Foy.